No, no, not 2 weeks shipping time.
Imagine rolling out of bed, grabbing your phone, and seeing an extra $357 sitting in your account. All that came through overnight, without packing a single order or touching absolutely any inventory. Sounds fake, right? Well, it's not. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the lazy way of dropshipping that's actually working in 2026. No warehouses, no upfront stock, no endless customer headaches. Just a simple setup that uses automation to do the heavy lifting for you. If you've ever thought dropshipping was too complicated, stick around, because this strategy could be the difference between stressing over bills and making money in your sleep. All right, step one, let's start with the lazy store setup. So start your store in minutes. Back in the day, setting up a Shopify store literally took hours, if not days or even weeks, especially if you weren't good at designing. Tweaking themes, adding multiple products, writing different pages, blog pages, descriptions. It was all very time consuming. Now, all of that is pretty much over because the lazy way, AutoDS now has AI pre-built Shopify stores. In just a few clicks, you've got a fully functioning store, already loaded with products, the layout, and all of the different categories. You want it even lazier? Pay a virtual assistant $5 an hour, maybe $6 or $7 an hour to customize the colors, upload your logo, and you're pretty much done. That's a store built in minutes, not weeks. Now let's talk about lazy product research. So step two, finding winners without scrolling endlessly through Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Most people spend hours upon hours stalking TikTok or AliExpress looking for winning products, while the lazy way is actually just simply going to AutoDS, checking out the handpicked product section and the ads by section to show you products that are currently trending, products that are in demand right now. And the ads by even lets you see what ads competitors are running, so you don't have to waste time guessing. You can also double check on Google Trends. If you see the chart rising, then you're good to go. Now just take, for example, a LED dog collar. The supplier price could be $6.99 and your selling price could be $19.99, giving you a nice profit of about $13 per sale. Sell 28 of these a day, that's a $364 profit. And you didn't have to scroll through TikTok for hours having to find it. Now I know an LED dog collar is pretty common, but you're gonna find tons of different winning products on there, trust me. All right, let's move on to the third part now, which is lazy listing and lazy product page optimization. So no more copying and pasting product descriptions. That takes way too long, and quite frankly, those product descriptions, they suck. They're just filled with keywords, a bunch of junk text, and they don't make any sense. So no more of that. Instead, AutoDS literally imports your entire product with just a few clicks, and here's the kicker. It has an AI title and description optimizer. So instead of writing the copy yourself, AutoDS rewrites the titles to be keyword rich and clean, and then builds out a full converting product page for you if you choose to do so. If not, you can just optimize the description. So instead of stressing over writing, you're literally clicking a button and letting AI do it for you. Then if you want to optimize it a little bit further, again, go ahead and talk to your virtual assistant. Let them take care of all of the little fine details for you to make sure everything is perfectly optimized. All right, now let's talk about pricing, because this is something that can take a lot of work. So pricing without thinking. Lazy people don't want to check spreadsheets. Actually, not even lazy people. Nobody wants to check spreadsheets. I hate checking spreadsheets. I hate having to write these things down. With AutoDS, you could set pricing rules once, like let's say a 40% mockup, and it updates automatically even if your supplier's prices change. That way you never lose profit. And you don't have to babysit your store. Now, on the flip side, we also have fulfillment. We have lazy fulfillment. So step 5, you can start selling while you sleep. And you don't have to worry about a thing because your orders are gonna get fulfilled without you having to do anything. And honestly, this is where things get fun. If a customer places an order, AutoDS orders from the supplier, it fills in all of the shipping details, it'll import your customer's information, and once the order ships, it's gonna upload the tracking to you and to your customer. Now the old way, we were doing these things manually. We were placing 50 orders one by one. Do you know how much room for error we had? How many products got sent to the wrong customers? I lost quite a bit of money because of that at one point. And automation just takes human error out of the entire equation. So in this part, the lazy way is literally just you waking up, checking your dashboard, and it's all handled. All right, next up, let's look at a lazy day routine. So what would your day look like as a lazy dropshipper? Think about it this way. 10 minutes you spend checking your AutoDS dashboard. 15 minutes answering any customer messages, or just outsource that to your virtual assistant. And then 30 minutes recording or outsourcing a short video. You know, a product video to be able to post on Instagram or TikTok to start marketing. That's under an hour of work. And the rest, it's either automated or it's delegated. Now, let's talk about content creation because this is something that can take a bit of time. So in reality, you don't need to be a content creator, even though it's pretty easy for anybody to be. But all you have to do is just record a 15-second TikTok of your product in action and then upload it to TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts. That one clip will span across 3 different platforms. And you don't even have to put your face into it, to be honest with you. But again, if you're too lazy for that, or if you just don't want to be on camera, you can outsource it to a virtual assistant. Or even better, use something like createugc.ai. You drop your product link from Shopify, Amazon, or AliExpress, and it generates AI UGC influencers holding, talking about, and reviewing your product. There's different styles, different voices, and it's all done for you. You don't need to beg TikTok creators to make videos anymore. You don't have to wait a week or 2 weeks to get one video that costs you like $100. That in itself is actually the laziest content hack in 2026. AI UGC influencers are the future and they're already here. So start taking advantage now. All right, so let's dive a little bit further into marketing and let's talk about paid ads. So when a post takes off, then you maybe do want to start throwing in a little bit of money behind it. Throw maybe 10 or 20 bucks behind it to see how it performs afterwards. Then you can use the AutoDS ad spy to pretty much shortcut and see what ads are working now and then model your own. So that way you're not really just shooting in the dark and just trying to figure out what content works. You already have a few examples you can try to mimic. So let's just do a quick recap for the 30-day lazy roadmap. Week 1, build an AI store and import 3 products. Even though you already have 10 products that are going to be imported, import 3 to 5 more. Then for week 2, post 5 to 7 videos or generate them with createugc.ai. Then test 2 more products. Now come week 3, start running ads and start using the AutoDS ad spy to start coming up with more ad creatives. Then come week 4, add 3 to 5 more products. Then start outsourcing your customer service to a VA or a virtual assistant. And then by day 30, you've got sales rolling in and a system that already runs with minimal input. All right, next you want to focus on scaling. So let's focus on lazy scaling, right? Lazy scaling and lazy bundling. So let's say you're selling a car vacuum. Then you can easily upsell it with air fresheners. If you're selling LED dog collars, bundle 2 of them for a discount. It's the same effort with a bigger cart, essentially. Also remember cross-platform syncing. So sync your products across multiple platforms. List your winners on Shopify, eBay, and Etsy. AutoDS syncs stock and prices so you never get oversold. More platforms equals more reach, 0 extra work. Now, do you want to be extra lazy? Then hand off your customer service like I've said earlier. Also include your posting and even your ad management to virtual assistants. You're the overseer, not the worker at this point. Now, let me tell you really quick how people ruin the lazy way now, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong if you're not careful. So one thing is just listing 1 or 2 products and waiting and waiting and waiting and just leaving it at that. You can be lazy, but you can be lazy up to a certain point. There's a few things that you do have to do. Same thing goes with copying supplier titles without having to optimize them. If you just flat out copy your supplier's titles, they read very bad. They're not really legible. And quite frankly, people are going to know that you just copied these or ripped them off from somebody else. It's pretty obvious. Another thing is ignoring shipping times and getting refunds. So stop ignoring shipping times. Look at your supplier shipping times and make sure that your customers can get their products within 1 to 2 weeks. Anything more than that is not going to work. And if a customer ever requests a refund, don't be lazy about it and just put it off till tomorrow or the day after. Do it the moment that you get it. So if there's no solution to whatever problem there is, give your customer the refund or respond to your customer in a timely manner. Because if you don't, this is going to cause more problems later on down the road. It can lead to chargebacks, bad reviews, or bad word of mouth. Now, the last thing is doing manual fulfillment when automation exists. So don't do these things and you'll keep things very simple for yourself. Now, when I first started, I did things the hard way. Manual pricing, manual fulfillment, copying and pasting tracking numbers, and I hated it. Once I switched to automation, I cut my workload to about an hour, maybe to 2 hours a day, and sales actually started to grow because I wasn't stuck in the busy work. I could focus on testing products and making content. That's when things started to really click for me. So here's the lazy playbook for 2026. AI store builder. You can create a store in just minutes. The handpicked product section and the ad spy section. You get winners without having to scroll endlessly. Your AI optimizer, so that way you can optimize your titles, your descriptions, and even generate full-on product pages. And of course, auto pricing, and fulfillment. The backend pretty much just runs itself. You'll always be in the green for profits. And then comes createugc.ai and virtual assistants. Content without the effort. And that, my friends, is the lazy way. You're not grinding, you're systemizing. So if you want to test this out for yourself, make sure to grab AutoDS's 14-day trial for just $1. Build your store, import your first products, and let automation do all of the heavy lifting for you. Dropshipping in 2026 isn't about the hustle anymore. It's about the smart systems. Stay lazy, work smarter, and let your store make money while you sleep. If this helped you, just please make sure you hit that subscribe button and tell me in the comments what part of your dropshipping business you want to automate first, or you want to start to get a little bit lazy with. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. My name is Mario with AutoDS, and I'll catch you all next time.